Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Monday, October 6th, 2025. So we saw the bulls add to the gains. We pretty much got right back to where we were on Friday, where we made that high, but we didn't pull back as much as we did. We just kind of grinded up there, and that was really the big. It was really AMD that really got everything going today. I've been saying with the government shutdown that it really, it shouldn't affect anything as far as with the just publicly traded companies. Now, the one thing that I will say that the risk is the longer it stays shut down, the higher probability we're probably going to get a credit rating downgrade. That's a possibility. I don't know if it's going to come or not, but it's definitely something I've been reading about with, if it does stay down, if the government does stay down for a long period of time, then it definitely will be opening up the risk to have some kind of downgrade with our credit. But in any case, right now, that nobody really seems to care about it. We're looking right here. If we get any kind of weakness, we have like support at that 6,700 level. If it gets below it, then we'd be looking at support coming down to the 6,640. Now, if the bulls can pop above the 6750 and it's accepted, meaning that it's then used as support, then what we're going to do is we're going to open the door for a move up to the 6800 level. That would be our next upside target, and really the main reason would be because of the gamma lines up here. So you can see the 6800. There's that resistance there, but they have to be able to get above this. If they can get above it, then that's what we're looking at. On the downside, really, you can see we have the call support right here at the 6695. So that's what we'd be looking at if we get some kind of pullback. It's just really digesting, I would say, of it. But this would be the support level one. You could say we have it there too. So if the Bears can get through to 6731, then anticipate that we're going to come down to that 6700 and test that line. If they break it, that's when we're starting to look at lower levels as far as support, and that would be at the 6642, 6650 level. We do have bearish divergences in place. They've been ignored. For the most part, but we've had some, little blips, and that's probably what we're going to get. And as I said, I'm really, as far as the say a larger pullback or retracement, I still think we have a couple weeks to go from that. It's probably going to be right around that time that Powell cuts rates, and as I've been saying, it's widely known. There's not going to be any surprise to the market. Now, the surprise may be that he says he's going to move back to data dependent, and it's not going to be a guarantee that we get a cut in December, which right now the odds are on the betting, let's say the polling. Show it pretty high that we're going to get some kind of rate cut in December as well. So we have the sell signals. One thing that I would, let's take a look at IWM here. So IWM, it did all right. Nothing, it really just popped up and then just consolidated really the entire day. So if we do pop above these highs, we're looking at that 250 level as far as an upside target. So if we pull back, we're going to be looking right around this the 245.50 level. That's a moving average as well as call support here. So if they hold this, then we're looking at moves coming somewhere up into these levels. Now, what's really been crazy are these really the high momentum stocks. So RGTI up another 4% today. We have IREN, one of my favorites, that was up 14%. So these things just continue to scream higher. And as I said, that's really the way I'm going to be trading the market is, just taking these big high flying stocks and run, especially these quantums, because they're just going nonstop right here. But they're parabolic, and really, as I've been saying, the way that I trade these is when we get these massive moves, I scale out of it, I buy weakness, and I scale out of it again. If I do, I still have shares, but the thing is, if it pulls back, then I'll move them back into a larger position than what I have right now. So the quantum stocks are flying. What's another one that I really like? It had a nice little pullback, not pullback, but it's it was doing some backing and filling, and that's the RZLV. So we had this big pop up, and the reason why I like this, and I'm showing it and as a disclaimer, I do own some contracts on this, but right now you can see it's a pretty nice inverted head and shoulders pattern here, where here's the neckline, here's the head, here's the left shoulder, here's the right shoulder, and it has an upside target right around that 1050. So I like this. You can see after this big move, we've pulled back. We burned off all the overbought levels here. We don't have any sell signals, so that's one of the reasons why I think we could make a move somewhere up into the 1040 range, and then from there, probably do some more consolidating. But I do like this one. Another one I want to show you, and it's pretty interesting, is the VXX, because you can buy calls on these at the cheap, and you can just do it the 33 line or 34, whatever you want on it. But notice these are cycles right here. So if you look at my cursor on it, that was this low, that was the low here, and you can see we had spikes up on it. And right now you can see we're coming right into that time period where there's going to be some type of low. So we have bullish divergences, and again, this is a daily chart. So picking up some protection actually makes a lot of sense, because like I said, it's pretty cheap. You can go all the way out into the November time period with them, and they're really not that expensive. And if we get a pop up, even if it does something like this, you can, as if you're hanging on to say long positions, and you can make the money back on the VIX if it does it. If we just continue grinding higher, then the positions that you have will continue higher. So I like the VXX as some type of protection. I think it's well warranted for it, and if you get a spike up like that, we're going to be able to take some profits on it. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the VIX trading somewhere up into this, say the 40, 45, 75, possibly coming up and even testing the moving average right here, and that's up at the 51. So from 33, you can see it would be a nice move if it does play out. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.